The other night, one night, Ajahn gave a talk around the theme of adhitthana, making determinations, particularly in relation to the kinds of determinations that sometimes people make for the rains retreat, the Vasa, which is coming up shortly for the monastic community for the 3 months. And I just was reflecting a bit on the quality of adhitthana, often translated as determination. And it's in addition to the specific determinations or resolutions that we can make to work on for a period of time, it's also a quality. It's one of the 10 paramis, one of the 10 perfections that we try to develop as much as we can as skillful means, skillful characteristics, attitudes on the path of practice. And has a certain quality of persistence and energy and stick-to-itiveness, if that's a word, that we really need to employ in our practice if we're going to make a go of it, to realize the end of suffering. It's just so important to have this long-term outlook for our practice, because things don't happen quickly. As I've often quoted a teaching that I heard from the Dalai Lama many years ago, there is no fast, there is no easy in this practice. So the quality of adhitthana, determination, is paramount to reaching our goal of freedom. It comes up a lot as a needed factor when we're just constantly hammered by our thoughts, our habits, our perceptions, and the habitual ways that we act on them that causes so much suffering. We all have our own flavor of whatever it is that keeps coming back to take control over our minds, at least temporarily, whether it's anxiety or confusion or fear or worry or sensual desire or anger. All of these conditions in our mind, they have their roots in the past, conditioning. Sometimes we know what those roots are and sometimes we don't. And most of the time it's pretty irrelevant to try and figure all of that out, because it can be kind of an endless exploration, trying to find out the first cause of greed, hatred, and delusion. So we kind of start where we're at, which is experiencing what it is that is this gnarly mind habit, and really settling into understanding the first noble truth around it, the suffering that comes from all of these conditions that are underlying our daily life and how we react to things that happen in the world. And we have to really open up to the suffering that it causes us, and to feel it and to allow it in without letting it stick. The quality of permeability keeps coming up in my mind. We have to be able to receive it, experience it, understand it, and not hold on to it, and let it live its own natural life, let it pass through. But the quality of adhitthana, determination, is something that we need to keep pulling up over and over again, so that we don't get lost in the energy of our particular mental habit that feels so overwhelming. Over and over again, we make the same mistake of reactivity. We explode. We lose our mindfulness. The anger comes pouring out, and the unskillful responses just keep on happening. Same with sensual desire. We keep on jumping into the same habit to gratify some sort of sensual desire, and then realize that we didn't need to do that, and that we just have reinforced it by doing that. Or a pattern of, say, anxiety, fear. We sit down, we meditate, and all of a sudden a fear of the future, something that hasn't happened yet, or some anxiety around self-questioning comes up, and all of a sudden the next 45 minutes or an hour of our meditation is spent kind of just going there and paying undue attention to it and letting it overwhelm our mind. And then we can realize that, though. We bring up mindfulness, we can realize that that's happening, and we can make the resolution, nope, been there, done that. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't help for me to kind of sit here and nosh about it. It doesn't help for me to engage in reactivity and tell somebody off, or engage in irritation, anger, fantasies about what you're going to say the next time. It doesn't help to, go for that sensual pleasure and realize that it's just kind of empty, not in a good sense of empty, but in the that it's vacuous. It doesn't give the promise that it seems to. So we just say, okay, I've been doing that for lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, and it still causes me the same pain in the long run. And no, I don't need to do that. There's a path here, and I just need to be with it and understand it and learn how to give it space, give it time, and to practice forgiveness, because we're not going to learn it overnight. It's not going to happen quickly. So to hold it, to be with it, not to act on it, and to let it arise and pass away. And then to realize that these are habits, they're not who we are. We don't have to make a self around the whole thing, but we do have to own up to it and be with it and to say, okay, well, if this is my lifetime's work, this is my lifetime's work. If I'm going to experience this mind state from now until the day I take my last breath, then so be it. But I won't buy into it. I won't react. I won't act on it to the best of my ability. I'm tired of doing that. I don't want to do it. I don't want to keep doing it. And then you make that resolution. Keep on working with it. Keep on mindful. Keep up the practice. Don't ever give in to the defiled state of mind that has been haunting you for way too long. So I'll leave that for this morning's reflection.